Yes, listed concrete encased MC cable can be installed as a feeder or branch circuit under a building slab without being in a raceway. Yes, listed concrete encased MC cable can also be installed as service entrance conductors under a building slab without being inside a raceway. When using metal-clad cable or MC cable that is identified for direct burial in concrete, you can install it directly in the concrete slab for feeder, branch circuit, and service entrance applications. The key is ensuring the cable is specifically listed and labeled for concrete encasement and direct burial. This listing signifies that the cable has been tested and found suitable to withstand the chemical and physical stresses associated with being embedded in concrete. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides guidelines for wiring methods and materials. Section 330 covers metal-clad cable. Within this section, you'll find information about what types of MC cable are permitted for specific applications and installation method. You should always consult the latest edition of the NEC and any applicable local codes for the most up-to-date requirements. When installing MC cable in concrete, several factors must be considered. Firstly, a cable's ampacity needs to be determined according to NEC tables, such as Table 310.15b16 or the ampacity tables found in Article 310. The ampacity refers to the maximum current, measured in amps, that a conductor can carry continuously without exceeding its temperature rating. The appropriate ampacity must be selected based on the load it will serve. Secondly, it's crucial to protect the cable from physical damage during and after the concrete pour. This can involve careful placement, ensuring proper concrete coverage, and avoiding sharp bends in the cable. The NEC specifies minimum bending radii for cables, which must be strictly adhered to. Thirdly, consider the environment where the cable will be installed. If the concrete slab is subject to moisture, chemicals, or other corrosive elements, the MC cable must be suitable for these conditions. Look for MC cable that is specifically listed for wet locations or corrosive environments. Fourthly, proper grounding and bonding are essential for safety. The metal armor of the MC cable serves as an equipment grounding conductor, providing a low impedance path for fault current to return to the source, tripping the overcurrent protection device, such as a circuit breaker or fuse. Grounding and bonding connections must be made in accordance with NEC Article 250. Fifthly, inspect the cable carefully before installation. Look for any signs of damage to the jacket or conductors. Damaged cable should not be installed, as it could pose a safety hazard. Sixthly, avoid pulling the cable too tightly during installation. Excessive tension can damage the conductors or the cable jacket. Seventhly, when transitioning from the concrete slab to other wiring methods, such as conduit or cable trays, use appropriate fittings and connectors. These fittings should be listed for the purpose and provide a secure and watertight connection. Eighthly, ensure that the concrete mix is compatible with the MC cable. Some concrete additives can be corrosive to metals, so it's important to select a mix that is safe for use with electrical cables. Ninthly, consider the potential for future modifications or repairs. If the MC cable needs to be accessed later, provide adequate access points or junction boxes. Tenthly, document the cable routing and location for future reference. This can be helpful for maintenance and troubleshooting purposes. 11thly, when connecting the MC cable to equipment, such as panels, junction boxes, or lighting fixtures, use approved connectors and terminations. These connectors should be listed for use with MC cable and provide a secure and reliable connection. 12thly, avoid exceeding the maximum fill capacity of junction boxes or enclosures. The NEC specifies fill requirements to prevent overheating and ensure adequate space for conductors and connections. 13thly, when installing MC cable in parallel, follow the requirements of NEC Section 310.10h. Parallel conductors must be the same length, conductor type, and termination method. 14thly, if the MC cable passes through fire-rated walls or floors, use appropriate fire-stopping materials to maintain the integrity of the fire separation. 15thly, when using MC cable for service entrance conductors, comply with the requirements of NEC Article 230. This article covers service drops, service laterals, and service equipment. 16thly, consider the voltage drop in the MC cable. Voltage drop occurs when the voltage at the load is less than the voltage at the source. Excessive voltage drop can cause equipment to malfunction. To minimize voltage drop, use appropriately sized conductors and keep the cable runs as short as possible. 17thly, when installing MC cable in areas subject to physical damage, provide additional protection such as conduit or sleeves. 18thly, ensure that the MC cable is properly supported and secured. The NEC specifies maximum support intervals for cables to prevent sagging and stress on connections. 19thly, when working with electricity, always follow safe work practices. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment such as gloves and safety glasses, and energize circuits before working on them. 20thly, consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer for any questions or concerns about installing MC cable in concrete. They can provide guidance on code compliance, best practices, and safety considerations. Always remember to use MC cable that is specifically listed for concrete encasement. This is a crucial safety requirement. The listing signifies that the cable has been tested and found suitable to withstand the chemical and physical stresses associated with being embedded in concrete. Using non-listed cable can lead to premature failure, electrical hazards, and code violations. Proper installation is essential for ensuring the safety and reliability of the electrical system. The metal armor of an MC cable provides a degree of physical protection to the conductors inside. However, it's still important to protect the cable from sharp objects, excessive bending, and other potential hazards during installation. Take care to avoid damaging the cable jacket, as this can compromise its ability to resist moisture and corrosion. The NEC requires that MC cable be installed in a neat and workmanlike manner. This means that the cable should be properly supported, secured, and routed. Avoid creating unnecessary bends or loops in the cable. Terminations should be made in a professional manner using approved connectors and techniques. The type of concrete used can also affect the performance of MC cable. Some concrete mixes contain additives that can be corrosive to metals. Consult with a concrete supplier to ensure that the mix is compatible with electrical cables. Consider using a concrete mix that is specifically designed for use with electrical systems. Before pouring concrete, inspect the MC cable to ensure that it is free from damage. Check for cuts, abrasions, or other signs of wear. Replace any damaged cable before proceeding with the installation. Protect the MC cable from sunlight and weather during storage and installation. Exposure to ultraviolet radiation can degrade the cable jacket over time. Keep the cable dry and clean to prevent corrosion. When installing MC cable in cold weather, take precautions to prevent the cable from becoming brittle. Warm the cable slightly before installation to make it more flexible. Avoid bending the cable sharply in cold temperatures, as this can cause it to crack. When installing MC cable in hot weather, take precautions to prevent the cable from overheating. Avoid exposing the cable to direct sunlight for extended periods. Allow the cable to cool down before handling it. Use cable lubricant sparingly and only when necessary. Excessive lubricant can attract dirt and debris, which can damage the cable jacket. Choose a lubricant that is compatible with the cable jacket material. Use caution when cutting MC cable. The metal armor can be sharp and can cause cuts. Wear gloves and eye protection when cutting MC cable. Use a cable cutter specifically designed for MC cable. Avoid using a hacksaw or other tools that can damage the cable. When stripping the cable jacket, use a cable stripper specifically designed for MC cable. Avoid using a knife or other sharp objects that can damage the conductors. Make sure to remove only the necessary amount of jacket material. Avoid nicking or damaging the conductors. When making connections, use connectors that are specifically listed for use with MC cable. These connectors are designed to provide a secure and reliable connection. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for installing the connectors. Tighten the connectors properly to ensure good electrical connection. Avoid over-tightening the connectors, as this can damage the cable or the connector. When grounding and bonding MC cable follow the requirements of NEC Article 250. The metal armor of the MC cable serves as an equipment grounding conductor. Make sure to properly bond the metal armor to the grounding system. Use approved grounding connectors and techniques. Inspect the grounding connections regularly to ensure that they are secure and free from corrosion. When installing MC cable in hazardous locations, follow the requirements of NEC Article 500 through 516. Hazardous locations are areas where flammable gases, vapors, or dusts are present. Use MC cable that is specifically listed for use in hazardous locations. Install the cable in accordance with the requirements of the specific hazardous location. When installing MC cable in healthcare facilities, follow the requirements of NEC Article 517. Healthcare facilities are areas where patients are treated. Use MC cable that is specifically listed for use in healthcare facilities. Install the cable in accordance with the requirements of the specific healthcare facility. When installing MC cable in agricultural buildings, follow the requirements of NEC Article 547. Agricultural buildings are areas where livestock is housed or crops are stored. Use MC cable that is specifically listed for use in agricultural buildings. Install the cable in accordance with the requirements of the specific agricultural building. When installing MC cable in marinas and boatyards, follow the requirements of NEC Article 555. Marinas and boatyards are areas where boats are stored or serviced. Use MC cable that is specifically listed for use in marinas and boatyards. Install the cable in accordance with the requirements of the specific marina or boatyard. Remember to always consult the latest edition of the NEC and any applicable local codes for the most up-to-date requirements.